Hi, my name is Jones Muna. Today we discuss management functions. In guiding and directing the efforts of others, the manager performs a number of functions. You will now have to discuss the management functions, which include planning, organizing, directing, controlling, and staffing. Management functions lead to the creation of a cohesive organization and whatever type of a manager we are talking about. He or she performs these functions in one way or another. Planning. What do you understand by the term planning? Planning is the process of setting goals, developing strategies, and outlining tasks and schedules to accomplish the goal. From the above definition, it can be put simply that planning is determination of a course to achieve a desired result. It is a rational and systematic way of making decisions today that will affect the future of the organization. It is a kind of organized foresight which involves the predicting of the future as well as attempting to control the events. Planning includes deciding what is to be done, how it is to be done, and by whom 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 it is to be done. Having defined planning, let's now look at the types. What are the three types of planning? 1. Strategic planning is conducted by top management and is a process of determining overall objectives of an organization. It is a long-range type of planning, for example, for 3 years. 2. Intermediate planning. This type of planning covers a lifetime of 6 months to 1 year and is contemplated by mid-level managers. These also have a task of polishing up on top management's plans. 3. Operational planning. This is planning done by lower-level managers. These are short-range plans covering a lifespan of 1 week to 1 year. These plans are more specific and determine how the specific job should be done in the best possible way. Now, what is the importance of planning? Importance of planning may include planning reduces overlapping and wasteful activities. Planning facilitates decision-making. Planning establishes standards for controlling. It enables us to determine resources that we need. It enables us to determine resources that we need. It enables us to assess progress toward achieving the set objectives. It prevents possibility of crisis management. Planning provides directions. The second function of management is organizing. By definition, organizing is the process of identifying and grouping of the works to be performed, defining and delegating responsibility and authority, and establishing relationships for the purpose of enabling people to work most efficiently. The function of organizing involves the determination of activities that need to be done in order to reach the organization goals. Then, importance of organizing includes organizing helps organizations to reap the benefit of specialization. Organizing provides for optimum utilization of resources. Organizing achieves coordination among different departments. Organizing creates scope for change. We have defined organizing and its importance. Now let's look at the third management function, which is directing. By definition, directing is activating deals with the steps a manager takes to get subordinates and others to carry out plans. Or, directing may also be taken to mean giving instructions, guiding and counseling, motivating and leading the staff in an organization in doing work to achieve organizational goals. This role of manager can be called by various names like actuating, leading, directing, and motivating, and so on. But whatsoever the name used to recognize it, in carrying out this function, the manager clarify to his people what they have to do and facilitate them do it to do the best of their capability. Directing thus engages 3 sub-functions. They are communication, leadership, and motivation. Communication is the process of passing information and understanding from one person to another person. Leadership is the process in which a manager guides and influences the effort of his subordinates. Motivation means arousing desire or wish in the minds of workers to give their greatest to the organization. It is the act of inspiring or arousing workers. Then the importance of directing may include direction initiates actions to get the desired results in an organization. Direction attempts to get the maximum out of employees by identifying their capabilities. Direction is essential to keep the elements like supervision, motivation, leadership, and communication effective. It ensures that every employee work for organizational goals. We have defined directing and its importance. Now let's look at the fourth management function, which is controlling. By definition, controlling is determining what is being accomplished, that is, evaluating performance and, if necessary, applying corrective measures so that performance takes place according to plans. The manager must make certain that the whole thing occurs in compliance with the plans adopted, the directions issued, and the principles established. This is the controlling function of management and involves three essentials. That is 1. Establishing performance standards. 2. Evaluating current performance and comparing it against the established performance standards. 3. Taking corrective action to any performance that doesn't meet established standards. In the lack of sound control, there is no assurance that the objectives which have been put will be realized. The management may go on committing faults without knowing them. Now, turning our attention to importance of controlling, we can say, control system acts as an adjustment in organizational operations. It mainly checks whether plans are being observed and suitable progress towards the objectives is being made or not, and if necessary, any action to control the deviations. Exercising some authority and forming superior-subordinate relationship throughout the organization can be established through controlling. With the presence of authority or control, the individuals will work properly and exhibit better performance to reach the targets set for them. Control system ensures the organizational efficiency and effectiveness. When proper system exists, the organization effectively achieves its objectives. We have defined controlling and its importance. Now let's look at the last management function, which is staffing. So our simple definition of staffing is that it is the function by which managers build an organization through the recruitment, selection, and development of individuals as capable employees. Hence, staffing is that part of the process of management which is concerned with acquiring, developing, employing, appraising, remunerating, and retaining people so that the right type of people are available in right positions and at the right time in the organization. In the simplest terms, staffing is putting people to jobs. Now, lastly, let's also highlight the importance of staffing, which includes filling the organizational positions, developing competencies to challenges, retaining personnel, professionalism, optimum utilization of the human resources. Thanks for listening to our lesson on management functions and their importance roles in management.